Hello and welcome back for my videos. In this video we want to speak about the TypeScript and how we can working with the models in TypeScript. You can use export and import, and you're using the export and the import to share classes, interfaces, and the functions between the files. So if you have an interface file where you have stacking all your interfaces inside, then you can import it to a class file so you can use the types. So the three files we want to create should be the TypeScript, of course, but the function, and then a class, and then an interface. That's the three files we want to create today. The first we want, it's going for the function, and inside here we want to create a test function. And then we're going for the class to create a test class. Inside this class, we want a constructor. And we want a test function. And then we're going for the interfaces. Interfaces, we need an interface called JS interface. And we have the var1 should be string. And var2 should be a number. That's the way we have the files. So now let's go inside the functions here again, and let's creating the app file to just for fun. We have the app here, and one of the things you can do in TypeScript if you don't want to export and import your files, you can cheat a little bit. You can make a reference, and then you can just going for the functions here, and then I can call the functions right out of the box. It's a nice way to do it if you don't want to control the import and the export features, but I would recommend not use this as much as you can, because when you export and import, you are isolating your code much more than if you use a reference points. So I will basically do this import, and then the TS function from the functions inside here, but we don't have to export the function yet. So let's going back for the function here and going down to say export, and then you can say export GS function, and now it's exporting, and if we're going back for this one, it's allowed to import it again. So that's a much better way to do it when you're working with the function in different files and you're trying to isolate your code. So let's doing the same with the class here. We can do it down here to say export GS class. If you have a lot of classes in the same file, that will be a nice way to do. If you only have one file, one classes inside your file, you can just say export the class here. But it's more how your code convention is in the company you're working. So I don't think for sure one way is better than the other way, but personally I will say this one is nice, because then in the last line in the code you can see which classes is exported from this file. Where you use this time, you need to scroll down in each function to see about this export or not. But again, it's up to you. Let's go back for the app.js file, and let's import the class, JS class here, and then we can make a constant class object is equal to new TS class, and that's the type of it. And that will work pretty good. And I have access to the test function inside. You can see it here. But if you want make an alias, let's say you have a big team, and one team call this in TS class, and the second team do it for the TS class in another folder, then you can have some problems. So let's say we want to rename it as alias. I can just say my class here, and now you can see the TS class is going away because I have renamed it up here, and I can go back down, and now it's working again. So that's how you can make an alias if you want. Now we will speak a little about the export from the interface, and you can go for the interface file again, and we have the interface here. Let's create one here because I need more. I need 3 here, so let's make one with the 2 and the 3, and we just need the same here. That's okay. But what I want to demonstrate here, it's how you can export multi interfaces, functions, classes, whatever you're creating from the same file. So you can just do this and say GS interface 1, GS interface 2, GS interface 3. I need this, and then you export it out, and I can go inside here and say import GS1, and I can create a new one, say const var test is equal to this one, and what I say here, it's var1 is equal to hello world, and right now you can see it's still error because we're missing one more. We need the var2, and we can say 101, and now it's working. But like the alias here from the TS class as my class, if we're going for the interface, if you want to export it as alias, you can do the same one. So we can say GSI3. Let's say this is the interface you want to export. Then we're going for the app again, and I just want to, you can see now the interface 3 is gone away because we have renamed it before we export it. So I will put this inside, and I will copy this line and call it GS3 test, and that's what we want here. That's how we can working with the imports and export, and how we can rename it as an alias. It's very easy and it's very useful. Again, I will not recommend you to use the reference as much if you can work around it, but in some cases it's probably easier for you. So try to use export and import as much as you can, because then you isolate your code very nice. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Remember to subscribe to this channel. You can go down in the right corner below and press on the ding, and then you subscribe my channel. You get more videos from me, and I'm so happy to teach you here in this video. And I hope if you have any questions, please make them in the comments below, and then I want to answer as fast as I can. And I hope you give it a like, share button, and of course put it to your playlist so you always can find it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.